Well, hello everybody. It's been a while since we've done a pick a card reading, so it's time. I've been busy, but let's have a look. We're going to go and pick a card from The Universe Has Your Back deck, and then I would be doing a tarot spread. So we're going to go pick a card and I'll see you back here in a tick. Okay, here we are. Card number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Take a moment to choose your card and I'll see you for the readings. Welcome to all the people who chose card number 1, and this is what it says. I always trust the direction of the universe. I know I am being guided. And following that is a picture of a dragonfly. Dragonflies are about new beginnings, hope, peace and love. Good choice. Okay, let's see what the universe is guiding you to do, because you have to trust in the universe. It always has your best interests at heart.
That is true.
Is basically what that card is. So this shows me that you're on a crossroads and you don't know what the bloody hell you're doing. All right, but the universe has a message for you here. And the message is it's time to move on. Like, it's very clear from these cards that it's time to move on. You've been a bit depressed, you're at a crossroads, you don't know what you're doing, you're not sleeping very well, you've had past experiences with people that have not been pleasant and you've been picked on a little bit. And you know, there's been some little good times in here, but it's time for you to make changes. See, sitting at a crossroads is an interesting place to be, because you think you don't know what to do, so you don't make a choice. But not making a choice is making a choice, and that is to stay in the situation that you are in. So how about we make a choice? And I'll tell you what this is telling me. It's telling me that it's time to make a lot of changes. We're going to move house. We might even move location. Are you thinking about relocating to another place, another town, or just moving house? Getting away from a job, like changing jobs, changing career. There's lots of change coming in here for you, card number 1. And what I find really interesting about this is that even when you're going through these changes, you're fighting against it. So fighting against change is not going to make the transition any easier. It just makes it that much bloody harder. And walking away from a situation, I've got my 10 of swords, so walking away from an existing situation, feeling kind of betrayed and stabbed in the back, like people have hurt you really badly. But you know what? If people have hurt you really badly, they're not good people, and you have to walk away from that situation instead of hanging on to the hurt. Like, I know we all do this. We hang on to stuff, past hurts and grudges and things like that, and it's really important to let that shit go, because at the end of this spread, my Knight of Pentacles is my last spread. So sitting quietly and relaxed, and having all the things that you want to come to you is coming if you just sit peacefully in this space. After you've made all these movements, we're going to sit peacefully, and the universe will send people and places and things your way that are going to nurture you and only you. So big message in here, card number 1. It's time to let go of the drama, the arguments, the pettiness, the sleeplessness, the worry, the constant and utter worry that I have in this spread. It's time to let the people go. It's time to let everything go. It's really important for you. Otherwise, what I see in here is that you're just going to go around and keep repeating the cycle. So every month it's like, oh God, I'm still here, what am I doing? It's time to have the strength and the courage to move on to a more authentically happy life, to a more freer type of you. And yet it sounds great when I say it like that, doesn't it? It's not that simple, I know. Moving locations, going somewhere else, even if it's just a holiday, just to get away from the situation you're in, to give you a bit more clarity when you're away from a situation, is going to be highly beneficial for you. So card number 1, big spread. You have got to either move, go on a holiday, change jobs, big decisions, but don't sit at the crossroads for too long, because all you're going to do is relive everything, and it keeps going over and over and over again. So hopefully this spread has given you the courage to make some changes in your life. Good luck with all of that, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye. Welcome to everyone who chose card number 2. And this is what it says. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. Okay, we get that. So if we're in a bad mood and feeling all depressed and cranky, our outer experiences will reflect that, and then it makes it more so. If our outer experiences are good and happy ones, we'll get more of that. Okay, so it's basically the law of attraction. What we give out, we get back. So let's have a look at the spread now. So this is showing me that if your inner world looks like this, then I see what you're going to be experiencing right now, because I've got overwhelm, I've got stress.
I'm a little stressed out, to be honest.
You're very good at hiding it. You're pretending you're not stressed, but you are. And quite a big sense of having some self-esteem issues there, like not feeling that you can achieve all the things that you might want to achieve. So a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-esteem. Now, we don't need to go into all the reasons why you're feeling that way. There can be many of those things. It can be relationships, family, friends, just having a bad run at the moment, just feeling really shitty, really tired. Like, the mental and physical exhaustion in this spread is really overwhelming for me to look at. So you must be feeling just absolutely friggin' tired, scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to energy, and you've just got nothing left in the tank. But I am here to tell you there's some big changes, and I've got the Tower coming in with Temperance and Ace of Pentacles. So some big changes are coming, and they're actually going to be quite sudden, and it might be a little bit confronting for you to have changes that happen this suddenly. But wow, I like it. I think the message here is don't stay in your self-imposed prison anymore. It's time to break free. And that's what the Nine of Rods here is about. So you're feeling like you're trapped, suffocated, imprisoned in a situation in your life. But if you look at this card, this man can easily walk away from this. The rods aren't all the way around him. There's a huge gap there and he can walk through it. But he can't see it because his attitude is one of negativity and stress. And I know what I'm saying, it sounds like, oh, just don't be negative and stressed. I know it's not as simple as that. I'm going to be linking a whole heap of meditations below just for people to do to get out of the funk that you're in and things like that. So if you're interested in doing any meditations, certainly look below for those. But what we have to do here is get some bloody sleep. Like, this is really apparent to me that you are so tired, you are pushing yourself way too hard, and you're not sleeping enough. So do you need to do a sleep meditation? Do you need to have an Epsom salt bath before you go to bed? I tell you what, have an Epsom salt bath before you go to bed. You're going to sleep like the dead baby. You're going to sleep beautifully. Yes, there's things that happen to you that aren't fair. My Justice card is in here as well. Things that have happened to you that aren't fair. Okay, yes, they've happened. They happen to everybody. We have to let that shit go. And then moving forward, I feel like there's a lot more balance and strength coming into this. Are you having issues around the home and somewhere to live? So if you are, I'm heavily looking at a move here, or a build, or buying some land and building or renovating, something like that. So that might be something that gets you out of the funk that you're in as well, because you're in the depths, and we just need to give you some projects, give you some sleep, give you a project, and you're going to be just fine. So it's time, please put limitations on how much you're pushing yourself, because I know when you're listening to this, you're going to go, yeah, I do that. So how about you make the changes, and then the outer world is going to start reflecting the more peaceful, happy emotions that come through once you get enough sleep and you look after yourself properly. Okay? There's a job for you. Get some more sleep. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to everyone who chose card number 3, and this is what it says. I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Are you unapologetic about what you desire?
Sorry. Well, not really.
Or is it that the message that I need to give you? So card number 3. Interesting cards in here. What is it that you desire? Are you desiring more loving, kind relationships around you? Because it looks like you've got a little bit of turmoil in relationships, and it might be what you're wanting is someone who is more supportive, loyal, kind, someone who has your back. It looks like you've been through some stuff where you've been let down a lot by people that are around you, and maybe, just maybe, what I'm seeing here is that you're settling for less than what you deserve, and it's time for you to speak up and say what you really want and deserve from any relationship. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships here. I'm talking about friendships, families, all types, co-workers, all types of relationships. We have to have boundaries, and people have to know not to cross them. So when people cross boundaries and demand more of us, and then we feel less than because of those things, because, you know, people can be a bit shitty sometimes to us, okay? And we can feel a little bit backstabbed and betrayed, and this is really what this is about. So I want you to stand up and say, I deserve more than this. I deserve better than this. This is what I require from you as my friend, as my partner, as my family member. I need certain things from you. Now, you're not going to just demand things like a piece of paper, have a little list of things to demand from people. That's not what I mean. It means perhaps when people do come close to these boundaries of yours where you're feeling betrayed and let down, you just let your feelings known instead of let people walk over those boundaries and you just don't say anything. Okay, because card number 3, what I love about this spread too is that I've got the Magician and the King of Cups. So we've got a lot of new beginnings around love and work and also learning new things. So if you're going to make some changes in your life, the Magician card is in this spread. So that means that at the moment you can turn brass into gold. So you can take a shitty relationship and turn it into a great relationship. You can turn a shitty job into a great job by doing whatever you need to do, working on those particular areas or cutting them off and starting fresh. The Magician's in your spread. So I really want you to think about what's important to you and you alone, and not think about everybody else and their feelings. The Queen of Cups is in here too, which means you worry a lot about things, worry. My Queen of Cups basically makes shit up and worries about it, you know, like scenarios that aren't even going to happen, and you start worrying about those things. Look, everyone's capable of doing those things, but this particular spread is telling me that you are in this cycle where you're just overthinking everything, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. How about we take control of what's about to come, and then we're in control of it, so we don't have to worry so much about what everyone else thinks. There's a lot of what everybody else thinks in this spread. So it's time for you to worry about what you think, because the most important person in your life is you, and you have to respect yourself, stick up for yourself, have your own back, and then that will come back to you. So let's focus on some things. So what I want you to focus on is you. Basically, this spread is telling me to focus on you, and then think about changing, big changes. I've got big traumatic changes. They're not unexpected though, because I've got the King of Cups next to it. So the changes are coming. Looks like you've been planning for the changes anyway. So how about you start doing that? How about you start planning on what changes you want to make in your life and how you're going to get there? And then don't apologize for what you want your life to look like. It's okay, it's absolutely fine, and then you just go towards it, because I think you're going to find some interesting things happening. When I've got the Magician in the card, things are going to start turning around and you'll think, oh my gosh, this is actually working. Things are getting better for me. So trust in yourself, trust in the universe. You will get all those things that you want. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to everyone who chose card number 4, and this is what it says. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Sounds like I'm about to do some love stuff.
It's like true love.
And I have love stuff in the cards as well. All right, so what has happened to you in the past? You've been hurt, you've been heartbroken, and maybe you're not feeling so trustworthy of people anymore because you've been hurt. I'm telling you now, if you drag that shit through into the next relationship, you will fuck it up in some way, shape or form. I'm just saying. So in this spread, I have new love emerging. So a new romance coming into your spread, and it's coming in quite dramatically. So I've got the new romance in the Tower. So 2 cards coming in here. New romance, Tower, so happening quickly, unexpected, something you probably didn't see coming because you're still hurting from things from the past and you think, I don't trust anybody, everyone's out for themselves, everyone's going to hurt me. Yeah, we've all been there and done that, but you can't stay in that space for too long a time. Or guess what's going to happen? The universe will send more people to you that are going to treat you the same way as you were treated before. So this card's saying, seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So instead of looking at someone being wary and distrustful, looking at someone with hope and that beautiful, you know, that feeling that you get when you see someone and you're starting something new and it feels all hopeful and trusting and exciting, you know, all those sort of feelings. Looking at someone like that instead of looking at them with, no, you're going to hurt me just like the other people did. It's not going to work for you, because I tell you what, I've got great cards in this deck. I've got Sun and the World. So this is a yes card, new beginnings, and the World is saying the world is at your feet. Like, how good is this? Could you get any better cards when I'm talking about love? So basically card number 4, we're talking about love and relationships for you. And oh my goodness gracious me, this is great. What's holding you back is what's happened to you in the past, basically. So you're very tired, you're worn out. The Death card is in here as well as the World and the Sun. Massive cards. So I feel like you will be able to break from those shackles from the past, and the sooner you do that, the sooner you will be able to move on into the future. As I said, you will keep repeating a process over and over and over again until you learn the lessons and you let that go, and then you move forward free and clear from the stuff from the past. Again, I'll put some meditations below, some releasing, some letting go, things like that to help you let go and free yourself from the past. But I tell you what, I want you to dream. I want you to hope. I want you to have expectations around love that you are going to find somebody, because at the start of this spread, I see that it's coming, and I don't want when someone comes in for you to be all weird about it because you've been hurt before. There's so many great cards in here. Open your heart, let this person in, let themselves prove to you that they are worthy of you, and you do the same for them too. You know, it goes both ways. So you have to also give as well as them. It's not all up to that person. The other thing I just want to quickly say to you is that I have a lot of issues here around exhaustion and maybe feeling a bit ill. So please make sure you're looking after your physical body as well, because it's really hard to start new things when we're not feeling well and it feels like you're quite drained and you like, have you had COVID? Have you had the flu? Is there something else going on that you're recovering from or you're actually in the middle of right now? Just get yourself back on track first before we start doing all these wonderful things. And then moving forward, beautiful cards. Ace of Cups, again, my new beginnings around emotions and love, sun shining down, and 6 of Cups. You know, these are all your hopes and dreams and desires, and there's yes cards around them too. So you've got a lot of good stuff coming for you, card number 4. We just got to let go of the shit from the past. Okay? Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.